So you want to learn how to flip some kettlebells. You've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do just that in a safe, responsible, and fun fashion. I love working with kettlebells because they're very unique. They're oddly shaped, and so when you go and swing them, your movements are very non-traditional. So this makes it fun for me, it makes it interesting, it keeps it stimulating. And kettlebells also combine strength training and cardio into one. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. I've been swinging kettlebells for about 3 years. I love it. I'm not gonna stop. And on those rare occasions when that gets a little bit boring or mundane, I like to mix it up by flipping them. You know, flipping kettlebells makes it even more exciting because now you're having a little extra element of danger. And it also works out to be a good party trick. Before you start flipping kettlebells, please consider a few very common sense ground rules. Number one, make sure you're standing in a place where it's okay to drop the kettlebell. Obviously a kettlebell weighs a lot, and if it falls on your foot or a floor, it could do some damage. So take it outside, go to the beach, or keep it in a garage or a gym setting where there's some rubber mats on the floor. The other common sense guideline is that you want to move down in weight. Whenever you start a new movement that you've never done before, you want to take it easy on your body, and so drop the working weight so that you don't get injured. In my own practice, I generally work out with 16 kilogram kettlebells, but when I go to flip them and learn new movements, I drop it way down to 8 or 6 kilograms, so it's a significant drop. I love working with competition style kettlebells because the size of all of the kettlebells is exactly the same. They look the same, they feel the same in the hand. The only difference is the weight. So what makes them competition style is that as they go up in weight, the color changes and the weight changes. Otherwise, they look identical. And this allows you to maintain proper body mechanics as you swing, clean, flip them, whatever. I get all my kettlebells from Kettlebells USA because they offer really great quality products, and best of all, they give you free shipping. If you want more info, I'll include a link for you in the description below this video. So as I mentioned just now, the only thing that's different about these kettlebells is that they're different colors and different weights. We have a 6 kilogram kettlebell, 10 kilogram, 12 kilogram, 16 kilogram. They're all the Paradigm Pro Elite kettlebells by kettlebellsusa.com. Before you start flipping kettlebells, you have to be very comfortable with a kettlebell swing. So if you don't know what a kettlebell swing is, check out my other videos on the subject, and I would say don't progress further until you get comfortable in that movement. A kettlebell swing engages your hips. You do a lot of hip hinging, and that doesn't change. So when you go to flip a kettlebell, you still will have that nice hip hinge movement. So here's a swing, right? I'm actually using very little arm, and I'm mostly popping the kettlebell up with my hips. Hips, 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 hips. So that's your basic swing. Step one in the flip progression looks like this. You swing the kettlebell, and then you just practice letting go of the handle. So you swing it up with your hips, let go, keep doing that. You'll notice that if you put a lot of hand in it, it's going to start rotating it in funky ways. So try very hard to just swing it up with your hips only, and then let go of the handle. Let go, let go, let go. Once you've mastered that progression, step two is to actually let go and tap the kettlebell. So you're going to let go of the handle, tap, and then re-grip. Same thing. Basically a swing, but you're going to let go and tap. Step three is the actual flip. So when you've gotten comfortable with the swing, you're going to swing it up, don't change anything, and then you're going to push the handle forward. And what that's going to do is it's going to rotate the kettlebell this way and give you a perfect handle to grip on the other side. If You can certainly flip it the other way, so flip it this way, but then when you go to re-grip it, the handle will be very awkward. So I really recommend throwing it out that way so that when it comes around you have that nice handle to grip. Here you go. You just throw it away from you. Throw it away. Hip hinge and throw away. It's very little arm. It's mostly hips and then a wrist flick. So as I'm coming up, I'm hip hinging. The bell comes up, and about here, I flick my wrist. Here, I come up, and about here, I flick my wrist. Hip hinge, flick. Now again, it's going to require some practice. You may not get it on the first try. When they go awry, when your flips get out of control, that's okay too, because you're learning. Just go with it. It falls, nothing happens, your feet are clear, no problems. I highly encourage you to flip it and let it drop a couple dozen times just so that you get comfortable losing control of your kettlebell, because this will ultimately help keep you safe. So before you even try and catch it, just let it go. Practice hip thrusting it up, flipping it, and just letting it go. That helps you figure out the rotation. Also helps you kind of take some of the scariness out of it. And then slowly, after you've done that a bunch of times, you can see what it feels like to grab the handle. And you can even try grabbing the handle and then removing your hands. One temptation you'll have is to flip the kettlebell really far forward, like out. And that's really good at first because it's keeping you safe, but eventually you're going to want to taper that in a little bit and go straight up. You know, even if you dropped it right there, it's nowhere near your feet. So make sure that you kind of ultimately settle back into flipping it directly in front of you. And that's basically all there is to flipping a kettlebell. For more videos just like this that are completely different, subscribe to my channel, Boutenko Films. Thanks for watching. Nice.
Hey ladies out there, kettlebells are not just for men.